lot of my focus is environmental sciences and stuff. Because I feel that that's really an important issue that everyone should be concerned about. The Service Learning Project, what it was basically a project I proposed to my environmental science class. I felt very strongly that this area and all the areas in the greater Salt Lake area really needed to start doing something about the air quality, and I thought that our class could come up with an idea that could help. The project was originally called Project Cycle, although we did do a survey for the title as well as the logo that we used. I was able to get 6 volunteers from our class, which was really nice. So it was me and 6 others, and a lot of them were tech savvy, which was good because I really wasn't. So we got the Facebook made. One of the students was able to do that. They really came together from that class. We worked together, and each person brought something new to contribute to the table when it came to building this project. The whole project consisted of collecting bikes and giving it to people who were in need of them, either to change from regular transportation to biking, or who lacked transportation due to an accident or something like that, or people that just wanted to become more active. So we had a bake sale. And we did the bake sale at Regional Park there on 2700 West. That was a big success. And what was nice was we also collaborated with the environmental club and was able to double our funds. We would go around and ask the businesses specifically, not the people directly, if they would like to have their employees take a bike from us and then commute back and forth to work. The bike racks would be placed outside the businesses, and that way it was a secure place for the people who participated to leave their bikes while they worked. The smaller bikes we ended up getting, we worked with another community partner, which was Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we ended up being able to give them quite a bit of bikes because they had nicely enough had a program running about the same time called Free Bikes for Kids. After the program stopped, after we did our walk, we still had more bikes coming in, which was really nice. It was a actual hands-on way of experiencing the lessons that we were learning in class. We were able to kind of reflect on those and piece everything back together, and try to use the terminology instead of just writing down terms or taking tests or something like that. We were able to actually get involved and make it so that those aspects were brought back from our project back into the classroom, instead of vice versa, using what you learned in the classroom and taking it back out. A lot of the things that we learned in environmental science specifically, we were learning about the cycles, like the carbon cycle and the water cycle, and all of these things filter into riding a bike. We impact all of those cycles on a daily basis when we drive back and forth to work, but less so when we bike. The more people we bike, the more people you see on the roads, the more safer the roads are going to be, because I think that's a lot of the biggest problems that people have when they're biking is they feel that it's too dangerous. Well, if there's a lot of bikes out there and we start getting some more bike lanes and we start actually creating new city infrastructures to protect bikers, I think more people would bike, and I think that this would just escalate on into a program that would help our air quality here in Salt Lake. I think that if people do start thinking locally and start acting and working together locally, that they will make big impacts globally. Getting students involved in their communities or local communities is a bigger learning process than you can ever get simply by sitting in a classroom. I think by involving yourself with different aspects of your community, you get to learn there's far more opportunity out there than you realize. There's far more possibility out there than you realize. On a daily basis, we engage with the learning that we did in this class. So I think that is definitely something that you can develop, and what was nice about this class was I was actually able to use a lot of the lessons I learned and the things that I did in this project in multiple classes thereafter. I was able to connect, this class with fulfilling the requirements of other classes, other projects. I expanded the media, and it's this ongoing process that I've learned through my ePortfolio.